If you want to generate genuine results from Facebook ads as a network marketer, then this training is definitely going to save you a lot of pain and give you a lot of value, because I've got nothing to sell at the end of this training. I'm purely here to make sure we move you through a series of 3 steps to understand the very best way to get network marketing results from Facebook ads. So let's just dive straight into that. And by the way, I've used Facebook ads to generate thousands of leads, tens and tens of thousands of dollars, in fact hundreds of thousands of dollars now of sales. So this isn't something new to me. This isn't like a guess, like, oh, I think it's this. No, this is actually what's working right now in the field. So let's have a look. The first thing we need to understand is that Facebook ads, they scale as opposed to solving. What does that mean? Well, most people, when they try and go into Facebook ads, they say, oh my goodness, I'm not getting any signups, I'm not building a team, I'm not selling any products. So I hear Facebook ads are good for doing those things. Let me just go onto Facebook and spend a bunch of money on ads, and then that will solve those problems. It won't. What will happen is, you think about if you have 0, what happens if you multiply 0 by 1,000,000? What do you get? What's the answer? It's still 0. So I don't want you, first and foremost, to go to Facebook, give Mark Zuckerberg all your money for him to just multiply non-results. Do you get what I'm saying? And that's why most people lose interest in Facebook ads quicker than they should, because they didn't have the correct expectations. They came in expecting to solve a bunch of issues in their business. Really, they're only going to scale them up. Now, once we've got some conversions, then we're talking. And the reason why I would advise you to have some kind of conversion first is because think about what it takes to get someone to say, if you want to sign someone up into your team, we have to generate their interest. Once we've got their interest, we then have to convert it to the actual, giving us their information, so like an opt-in or something. Then we're probably going to actually get them to a presentation. Then we're going to actually have to close them. So we've got close, right? Objection handling, there's some other things as well. Now, if we've got all these pieces of the puzzle, let's do follow-up too. Follow-up. Now, if we've got all this, and the offer, okay, that's it now. The offer gets the interest, they convert to an actual lead, then they see information, then we close them, maybe we have to follow up with them to get them in. That's when happy days they sign up. Now, if we aren't getting success through this system, how do we know which part is broken? Do you see, this is why I don't want you spending money on ads too early. I'm going to give you some simple basics you can start with, so bear with me, it's not all doom and gloom, but I want you to be aware and have the correct expectations, as opposed to just me say, oh, I've got this amazing $5,000 Facebook ads course that you're just going to scale up no results. So we don't know if we're getting 0, if this is the output, if 0 is the output, well, what's caused that? You might have a fantastic offer, great interest, great conversions, amazing presentation, you're fantastic at closing, but not quite good enough to get them to sign up there and then, and your follow-up's terrible. Now with a Facebook ad, if you throw that into the equation, what else have we got? We've now got the image, we've got the message, we've got the targeting, right? We've got the targeting, we've got all these different things that we're now adding more moving parts to an already complex system, and now we have 3 more areas that we're trying to play around with these, and we get the best of these. We get amazing image, amazing message, amazing targeting, but we're pointing it to a system where we still don't know which part is broke. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? So why would you want to spend money on fixing these 3 things when we have these to fix first? Now, once we start getting an output from this system, once we start saying, okay, I can take them from an offer through to a sign up, well, now we can start, let's say there's 5 people, now we can start saying, okay, let me ask this person, why did you join? Let me ask these people that didn't join, why didn't you join? Let me ask them what their favorite part of my system was, what the least favorite part was. Okay, now I understand how to make this even better. And now what does 5 times 1,000,000 get? 5 million, 5 times anything is going to multiply it by 5 times. Now we have something that we can work with. So look to scale, not solve, with Facebook ads, okay? Now the only exception to that would be if you've had results that have slowed. So you have a system that did work, that did generate some genuine interest and did get some sales or sign-ups, and now it's slowing down, or you'd like to speed that up, right? So now you have that output that you can call upon, and the one thing that Facebook ads will solve is lead generation. They will go a long way to solving that. If you can say to me, Richard, I have a system. I have a system. What's that going to do with it? I have a system that I pointed people towards and they signed up, but now I don't have enough people to point towards it anymore. Facebook ads is a great fit. Because if all you're lacking is the eyeballs on something you know that is converting, then now we're talking. Now we can start to say, well, yeah, Facebook ads, that's what they do. They bring targeted eyeballs on what you've got in place. So that would be the caveat or the exception to the rule. Nothing's 100%, right? So I wanted to cover that with you as well. Now, the best way to get success with Facebook ads themselves is to adopt a next step approach. People don't do this. They have a Facebook ad, and what does the Facebook ad say? I mean, you wouldn't even get this passed with compliance now anyway. But they say, oh, amazing opportunity, best opportunity ever, you can make this much money from home, blah, blah, blah. And they basically give a full system view in one Facebook ad. No. That doesn't work. The objective of the Facebook ad is to do what? It's to get people to read that ad and click on the button that you ask them to click on. That's the job of the Facebook ad. So we're only getting the Facebook ad to say, you know what? I want you to click this link or click this button. And then that's going to load a page that asks them for their information, right? It's either going to be a messenger opt-in if you're using a messenger bot, or it's going to be an email opt-in to build your email list. It's going to be join your Facebook group if that's what you're using. It's going to ask them to do something. Okay? And what is the purpose of that step? Well, that entirely is their information. You want to get them to give you their information, to be interested enough to go to the next step. The next step is when they've given you their information, you now make a trade and you give them yours. You give them the information that they're after. Here's my ad. Click the link. Yes, I'll do that. Here's the information I can send you. Give me your email or whatever it may be and I will send you it. Okay, great, I'll do that. Here's the information, a video, a PDF, whatever it may be. Schedule a call with me, whatever it may be, right? And so on and so forth. The call, the info, maybe it's a call to action. Is it a trial? Is it a join now? Is it schedule a call? And then it never ends. Once we've got them in, it's now to duplicate, right? So this is the way that we get best success with Facebook ads, adopting a next step approach. An exercise for you. Identify what your final step is going to be and work backwards what has to happen from there. That's where you're going to create the best kind of system and structure using Facebook ads, okay? I'll give you something else I want to talk to you about as well. With Facebook ads, you need to have patience. It has to be a patience plus adjustment approach. Okay? Even if you're spending about $500 a month, probably going to take you at least a couple of months to realize the patterns in what works, in what combinations. Because you have so many moving parts. You have the image, you have the actual ad copy, so you know, is it what you're saying? You have the format, so is it a video, is it an image, what is it? And then you have the actual call to action as well that's in there. Targeting too. Okay, you also have what device they're using, all sorts of things. I suppose that can be under targeting. Now, even if a lock, if you've ever seen a lock, you know you have to spin like on your suitcase and that. You have to spin the dials to get the right numbers. Do you know how many possible combinations there are, even if you've got one that has just got 4 digits? So you see, don't you, like 0, 1, 9, like there's, you know, you scroll it to get the right numbers on. There's over 10,000 combinations, wrong combinations, with something that has 4 digits. Because it could be 0001, 0002, 00, all the way up to 9. Then 1000, 1002. What, right? You know what I mean? There's so many combinations. So up here we have image 1, copy 2, format 3, call to action 4, targeting 5. So there's lots of combinations. It's going to take you some time to figure out which of these goes together with everything that's going to work. It takes time to say, you know what, let me put out an ad and let me see what it works like. Okay, you know, the image doesn't seem to be grabbing people's attention. Let me change the image and run the same copy. Now let me change the image again, same copy. Okay, this image works really well. Okay, now let me change the copy. Now let me try a video. Now let me try targeting this country, these people, this audience. So you need to have a patient approach where you say, you know what, you're not going to run a Facebook ad this month and get results this month. You may do if you're lucky, but you're probably not going to get the kind of results that convert into profit. You can get leads, you can get people taking a look at your information, but we can't sustain a business where, let's say you're spending £10 a day on ads, and if you look at, that's what, 300 a month. So let's say you're spending 300 a month. That's right, isn't it? Yeah, 300 a month. So that's 300 per month. And let's say you're managing to get some leads and maybe you get 5 sign-ups from that. And they each pay you a $50 upfront sign-up. That's $250. That's about £200. Right? So if we're spending 300 on ads and making 200 every month, that's not sustainable long term, is it? If your budget is tight. It could be a bigger gap than that. It could be 300 and 100, 350, like 300 in, 50 out. So a lot of people are like, oh man, Facebook ads, I can get this to work because I'm generating leads straight away. Okay, that's cool. But what counts more than opt-ins and conversions and everything is going into your bank account and on a daily basis saying, how much did I put into this business and how much did I get out in terms of money? Now, if you have a long-term back-end plan where you're like, I'm going to sell other products and services to these people, you know the lifetime value of a member or a team member because of what they pay month in, month out, you can factor that in. But in terms of your cash flow and in terms of if you don't have a huge budget, make sure that you don't start ramping up all the money you're putting in until you're at a point where at the front end you're at least breaking even. This is why you see on lots of opt-ins when people send ads to funnels, once you enter your information, what do you usually get? You get an upsell. Hey, would you like to check out this $7 product? Hey, now you've got that, would you like this $57? Would you like a $997? Would you like coaching? Because by doing that, you're able to recoup more profits up front. You can at least break even at the front end. Now you can scale. See, all the funnels that I use, they make a small profit at the very least at the front end, make a lot more at the back end, but it enables me to outspend the competition. That's your true goal. Outspend your competition. If what you're sending those ads to makes more profit than your competitor, you're going to spend more money and you can take their market share. That's further down the line, but I just wanted to give you a heads up. If you're looking to build a network marketing business via Facebook ads, make sure you're going to scale something that you actually want to scale. Make sure that it's a next step approach by working backwards from the final step, and make sure you understand with your eyes open it's going to take patience and adjustment to reach a long-term profitability in terms of your campaign. Now there is some specific campaigns that you can look at doing. Messenger ones work well where you offer them a gift to comment beneath and then you get a conversation with that person. What else works well is if you send a Facebook ad to a opt-in and then give them a short presentation and then go for an appointment after that. It works well. What works really well is if you have, say, a free trial in your company. That way, if you do a good job on the presentation, you can get people to actually sign up there and then. Lots of different combinations work well, but you need to understand what is the final step you're looking to have accomplished and work backwards from there for it to make sense and be clear for you. So did that help? If you've got more questions about Facebook ads, I'm easy to find on social media. Just go when next time you're on Facebook or LinkedIn or wherever, type my name in and you can reach me. In fact, I think I put my social media links in the text area. So if you want to reach me for some more questions about Facebook ads, by all means, I'm happy to answer those for you. If you have a comment, something you just want clarification on, by all means, stick that in the comments. If you like the video, I like to know that when I put this value out there, is it doing some good? Is it helping people? Does it give them some food for thought? At the very least, if you were about to go and pour all your last budget into Facebook ads, it may have helped you to stand fire a little bit and rethink and keep that money in your pocket. If all that's done this video, then I at least have served a purpose here. As always, go create a day in a life that counts. Always have more desires and excuses. And if you want more training from me, Of course, subscribe. I do one of these videos a week. Best place is richardmatheru.com. That's my website. Bunch of free training over there if you're a network marketer. I'll see you over there. As for now, go create a day in life that counts. Always have more desires than excuses. I can never remember if I've said that once or twice, but I like to say it at the end. And I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.